Are you guys seeing what's happening here? Are you seeing what he's doing? I'm hoping the pieces are starting to come together. I know I unapologetically create clickbaity titles. For today's video, this thumbnail is not one of them.
As someone that is investing in future value rather than someone that's investing in the hype, because the hype is about to get strong. As soon as this development's finished, we have our date.
Welcome to Beach Office 365, where I bring you the latest and greatest in crypto, DeFi, and passive income. So I finally got around to listening to the AMA voice chat that Forex did the other day. And it got me all excited. And I've been talking about this a bit in the last few videos, in terms of what an opportunity this is now, right? What an opportunity we have to really get in on something before the hype of it comes in. And that was a big thing that he talked about even in the AMA was buying value, right? Future value. Great investors know how to find future value in companies that they invest in. Everything that I am seeing and watching unfold here, this is a time that if we position ourselves correctly and all this stuff that he says is going to happen, imagine where you'll be at 1 year from now. I'm constantly, I get a lot of different comments, that I try and respond to all of them, right? Even the negative ones. And, there's, in a lot of those negative comments, what I'm hearing is just complaining, right? Just sort of like whining and blaming, whales and people that have a lot more money, and that it's only people with a lot of money can actually benefit from it, and that it's not fair. And it's like, who the said this was fair? We're a big community, all right? And that's amazing. And that's the reason why we're successful, is that there's a community behind it, but it is individual. Okay, the way that you participate in this community, in this ecosystem, is going to determine how well you do in terms of the wealth and money that you can make. There's a little snippet of Forex's AMA.
They don't know how to invest in value. They want to invest in hype, so they bought tops, and now they're being impatient, so they want to sell bottoms. When now is the time that you should be getting in. And if you have any doubt about me supporting my platforms and continuing to do the work, look at my history. Look at REAP. What happened with REAP? REAP listed at 4 cents. It pumped to $30. It went back down to $2 in a major market correction. Then it hits, $120 when I launched the DAO. And then look at BREAP. BREAP launched, had a massive 40, 50x pump, had a major correction, like all assets do after a major pump and during a market correction. We launched Drip. Drip provides a major utility for the BREAP token as the team asset, the asset that allows you to earn rewards for keys. BREAP, what does it do? It has the biggest pump and the biggest securing of capital it's had since launch. So just look at my history. When I say that you need to buy value when the price is down because something big is coming up, look at my history, right? Every time I've said that, it's more than played out. Very few people took advantage of it. Very few people were buying at $3, even though I was there saying, now's your time to buy. Buy value, buy future value, don't buy hype, don't buy FOMO. And I'm here saying it again. I hope people listen, but do your own, you gotta do your own research. You gotta manage your own risk. Don't go crazy, but
there you go, right? And there's a reason why there's a lot of people, and some of them actually are YouTubers, right? But just people within the community that have been involved in Forex projects that date back, even before Drip, and they see that everything that he's done, and when he says something is on its way, that he can create something that brings value, right? And that if done correctly, you can make a ton of money off it. That's why you have these guys like Ray, right? And Stunna Breezy and Thomas G and some of these other YouTubers that have that go back several years in the DeFi space, that have been involved with Forex and other projects and have seen how he's able to do this. Now he's able to create value and utility. And when he says something is coming, it hits, and it hits big. Ray, just a couple weeks ago, I mean, he dropped 10,000 in Drip. So it's not just building teams and getting referral rewards and all that stuff. And you have to, have a YouTube channel to get referrals, and it's all like, no. Look at my man G Money the Whale. Okay, he had 6 directs in that wallet, 6 directs, and he only had 100 Drip rewards, right? I mean, that's not a lot for someone that has maxed out their wallet. The reason I'm now at a point where I'm like, yo, keep the animal farm paused, because I want to be able to put more money into this and really position myself so that when it does start going on its next run, I have secured a good position. The same people that are whining right now, okay, and say, oh, it's the people that got in early, they're the only ones that can benefit, yada, yada, you had to be in a year ago. Okay, those same people, there's going to be a whole new crop of them a year from now saying the same thing. Oh, if I had gotten in when Drip was $9 and, I would be okay, but it's people, it'll be the same thing, the same exact thing. Watch. Those of you that stick around, watch. You will see there'll be a whole fresh crop of just haters that will just come on and bleh. To the haters, I welcome you. Please leave comments. I try, that I respond to all of them. If I feel it's someone that is a troll, I may not respond, but if it's someone that's genuinely bringing up a concern or is a skeptic, I definitely have a dialogue with you. You can look at all my videos and you can find there's definitely several in there, and I go back and forth as best I can. And I think there's other team leaders, not just me, that will help with some of those questions, okay? It's tough, I get that it's tough right now, okay? So like, I'm starting to get to that place of like, yo, keep the animal farm paused. Like, I'm just gonna start building, especially with the pigs. The pigs token, just like I highlighted in that last video. I mean, that's the money play for me. And more Drip. I still think Drip is king. The Faucet is king. If you're only in Drip, you're money. There's gonna be just tons of other things that we can get into. I mean, DeFi projects are still popping up quite a bit. Forex is creating this whole economy where different DeFi projects will all exist. The scratch tickets, there's going to be a lending thing, a staking protocol, some roulette thing. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of stuff that we can do to just kind of scratch that degen part of us. And then there's also going to be stuff for the long-term investor, people that want to get a better position and a better ownership in something that they believe is going to continue to generate transaction fees and taxes and rewards. My God, this is going to be insane. At the same time, it has been a challenge the past several weeks, right? Dealing with just, everything crashing, the market just looking awful. Definitely, I hate, when you hear about like Luna and Celsius, and Voyager, I think, is in a little bit of trouble. I got to catch up my reading on that one, but exchanges taking on way too much leverage. It just sucks. Like, it's just not good when you see things collapsing around you, and it puts fear in all of us. So highly recommend for support, make sure if you're not on Telegram, get on Telegram. Usually whichever team leader that you signed up under, a lot of them, have Telegram chats that you can get into. Obviously the Drip community has a main Drip chat, a main animal farm chat. Okay, I'm in so many different Telegram chats. Some that, I talk to the people in my Telegram groups that I'm in. I talk to them way more than some of my friends that live, right here. I'm talking to people all over the world on a daily basis throughout the day. Now, listen, what I can say is that each Telegram group is going to have some different set of rules. So if you want to be in some, just understand, what the guidelines are and what some of the etiquette is. Okay, you can't just go into, like some of these groups and start expressing real concern and doubt, because that's not what the group is meant for, and they don't want to have that in the group, and that's their right. And speaking of groups, I want to just give a big shout out. Y'all know who I'm going to say. Drip Community Alliance, baby. Oh man, got to love these folks right here. Okay, so this is a private group. You do have to get invited to it, and there are just some guidelines to stick with. You will find the admins of this group. They're in the main Drip chat. They're in a lot of different Drip community type chats. I can't give out a link or anything like that, but in terms of a group of people that it's about positivity, it's about supporting one another during a brutal bear market, this is the spot to go. Even today, man, like basically they organize and they do it every Sunday. Let's all contribute to the Reservoir, which helps, and of course the Reservoir supports the price of Drip. It helps with liquidity. It helps with price stability. I mean, I think in a matter of like 5 minutes combined, we threw like 15 BNB in or 13 BNB in. I mean, in a very short window of time. And it's just fun, you know what I mean? And there's people in there that are giving BNB to other people so that they can contribute, to the Reservoir. So, that's the kind of stuff that's amazing about Drip. So if you're not in Drip and you want to be in Drip, I mean, that's what we have. Yes, there's an individual way of playing the system, but at the same time, there's a community that supports that system. And you get to have a little bit the best of both worlds, right? A lot of times I talk about Drip being like Monopoly. Like there's game theory. In Monopoly, you gotta buy up a lot of assets, position yourself correctly. And people came into Drip the same time I did, guaranteed, beginning of this year, with the same amount that they put in. But the way that they're going about handling their Drip account and the ecosystem and the way that I'm doing it will cause completely different outcomes. So that's what's amazing about it. So you have this individualized thing, right? But then you also have this community that we all support one another, right? And in cryptos, it's the communities that are sometimes the biggest driving force for the price of the underlying asset. Two prime examples, I know you guys know it, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. Okay, they have no utility whatsoever, but both of them have a phenomenal community behind them. Both of those coins made it in the top 15 in terms of market cap. This is insane, but it's from the community. Drip, we have a crazy community full of some die-hard Drip people that are gonna back it no matter what. I can't think of a better community to be in. And to all my peeps at Drip Community Alliance, let's get that Reservoir dog style. All right, folks, I've ranted for long enough. Let me know if you have questions about Drip and want to get in. I will leave my buddy address below. Reach out to me, leave a comment. I'm happy to walk you through that. If you disagree with anything I said, I welcome you to come in and have a discussion. Leave comments down below. I'm open for it. Let me know what you guys think otherwise, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.